What's going on, my good people? Once again, welcome. It's your man, Johnny Hawkins, aka the Vibe Master, coming at you. One more again. That's my little intro statement. One more again, or once again, for those that need to hear it more properly. It's your man, Johnny Hawkins, and I hope you're having a beautiful day today. Today, we're going to talk about authentic, being your most authentic self. And for this one, I have to go directly to the dictionary first. We're going to go to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. And I'm looking up the term or the word authentic. It's an adjective. That means what? It describes a noun, a thing. All right? So just a couple of the definitions that I see here in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary online. Authentic, worthy of acceptance or belief as conforming to or based on fact. Okay? Not false or imitation, real, actual. Watch this. Here's the biggie. This is where I'm coming at. This is where I'm coming from today. Authentic, true to one's own personality, spirit, or character. Woo, let me repeat that. Authentic, definition number 3 in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. True to one's own personality, spirit, or character. Wow. That's what we're talking about today in this quick little conversation that I'm having with you, my good people. How many do you know out there right now are truly authentic? How many of you watching in this right here moment in time can say that you're 100% authentic, true to your own character, personality, or what did it say? Spirit. I had to pause for a minute. That was on purpose. Give you time to think about it. Because I can tell you right now, as for me, I haven't always been true to my own personality, character, or spirit. And that's just the way it is. As I'm growing older, 56 now, going on 57, soon to be 57, I'm getting it and starting to realize that that's the only way that we should have ever lived. You know, but we come here to this world, all of us, each and every one of us, through our parents and then into schools where the goal is to socialize us, to conform to the rules, you know, of the world, if you will. And we lose ourselves. We lose our true personalities, our true spirit self, our true character. I can tell you for sure that as a black man, yes, I said it, black man in America, it's very hard to be true in character and in spirit and in personality. And I know the naysayers will say right now, oh, here we go again. Here's another excuse by a black man trying to explain why he can't be himself. Well, let me just say this to those naysayers. You wouldn't know this or know what you're talking about unless you for one day could be black. Be black in America for one day, and I guarantee you'll change your mind based on the experience that you would have trying to be your true, authentic self in personality, spirit, or character. It's virtually impossible, especially for the black man. That's the way it is. For those who disagree, you're entitled to dislike on this video. For those that agree, please big thumbs up your brother. Help me help them understand that I'm not BSing on this video. To be authentic, your true self and personality, character and spirit as a black man is virtually impossible. Very few who have come onto this earth have been able to do it and not be subject to some type of discipline, dislike, punishment, ostracizing, or just not being welcomed. Now, the excuse that I often hear is that we are threatening, scary, not to be trusted, And that's very troubling to me because I know a million plus, at least in my mind I do, or at least tens of thousands of plus of great black men that in their most authentic personalities, characters, and spirit forms, based on what they show me, they're amazing people. But you know what? We've all been bamboozled. And the media and this world has done a fantastic job of scaring the hell out of the community and the world and showing the image that they want to portray as the black man. That's it. I've been accused of having a big personality. That's another way of saying you're a threat. You talk too much. You say too much. You say what's on your heart too much. You don't hold back. Well, that may be true, but that's not the way I see it. Like Bishop T.D. Jakes, I love clarity. So I'm not afraid to clarify a thing. And in doing that, many see that as being confrontational. That's all right. But even though I'm that way, I'll admit to you, I'm still not 100% with regard to my personality, my character, and my spirit. I would love to be that one day, and I would hope before I leave this earth, I have the courage to do that. You see, because as a black man trying to do that, there are consequences that we suffer. Job opportunities, friendships, relationships, just any old opportunity because of the perception by so many that we are threatening. Here's my recommendation to all those that are not of color. Get to know your average black man, your average brother, your average man of color. Get to really know him. Don't just talk about the weather and ask how your family's doing and ask them what their occupation is. But talk about some real life stuff. And I guarantee you, for those that are in the majority, you will see that there's no real difference in you and your moral fiber, if you're a good person, and that of your average brown or man of color. It's just the way it is. That's the truth. Let us show you our real selves. But be accepting of that. Be all right with that. Don't assume the worst when you see us. White ladies, don't grab your purses. There's nothing in your purse that I want, me or my boys. That's the truth. White men, it's okay to have a smart brother work for you or work with you on a project. We're not trying to take it over. But guess what? We are going to do our best. And with our best, we will shine. That's the way it is. Because we were taught and raised that we had to do twice as much to be on an even playing field. So we're just doing what we were taught to do by our parents and our family and those that loved us. Do better than you should, because there's no average for the black person or the person of color. You must do twice as good as your counterparts to be deemed acceptable. So let that happen. Get to know us. Get to understand us. Ask the hard questions in private. I guarantee you'll find a great person is underneath all that melanin. That's really what I'm trying to say. There are so many blessed persons of color with melanin that would welcome real questions, say it with integrity and with good intention to help us explain ourselves to you, non-persons of color. We would love to be our most authentic selves. Unfortunately, for most of us in the corporate world or in the real world, it's like we're waiting on permission to do so, to be our most authentic self, our true self in personality, character, and spirit. Again, it's for the reason that I said. The punishments for our ancestors have been great. And still in 2022, the ramifications of trying to be 100% authentic as a person of color are real in America. Okay? This is not a make-believe story. This is real. I've been black for a total of almost 57 years. And the stories I could tell you would bring shame to you, the new modern day, modern era person of majority. It's still happening. So until you can become one of us, don't doubt what we're saying. We don't make up shit. We don't. We would rather not be experiencing it, but this life was given to us by the Most High. And still we love. And still we love. So will you give us an opportunity to introduce our authentic selves to you? Will you do that for me? Will you consider doing that so that you can come to know an authentically black or other non-majority person of color? Let them introduce themselves to you so that you can see how amazing we really are. Now, it's a shame that I have to have this conversation in 2022, but not really, because it's all about change and progression. And so I'm glad I'm able to get on a medium such as YouTube to have the conversation. It's all being presented by me for good dialogue. I'm sure that most white folks and persons of the majority persuasion know a black person, but you don't really know them. I'm challenging you to get to know us, our most authentic, pure, right? Personalities, spirits, and characters. You will be amazed. For those that don't have friends that are of color, you'll be amazed at what you learn. We are love. We are merciful people. And we're happy people. We're loyal people. We're good to know. So be authentic. Don't feel, my sisters and brothers of color, that you have to seek permission to become more authentic. And my prayer for you, like it is for me, is that before your time is up, you will feel that you need no permission to be your best, most authentic self in character, personality, and spirit. It's a process. It takes courage. I'm learning that. You don't need permission, but you have to be willing to accept the fact that not all will receive you in love. It's not something that we're not accustomed to, but my hope and prayer is that that will change. Call me a dreamer, but that's what I'm saying. I think in my life, if it was from 0 to 100%, I've been my most authentic, I would say 40% of my life. Well, guess what? I'm looking to get to 95% before I'm up out of here. I would say now at 50, mid 50s, I'm 65, 70% there. And me doing this is a part of me becoming my most authentic self. I'm not afraid. And I want my brothers and sisters to be afraid either. I do not want them to be afraid either. Be authentic, be genuine, be real. be unafraid, and be careful. This has been your man, Johnny Hawkins, aka the Vibe Master, talking to you about authenticity and being and becoming your most authentic self. You owe that to yourself in your living years. You owe that to your spirit, you owe that to your personality, and you owe that to your character. We owe that to our ancestors who've done so much to give us what we have today. The battle is not over, and we definitely haven't won anything. They've given us a couple of trinkets, that being the majority. They've given us a couple of steps in the right direction. But we're a long way from home, okay? And guess what? We shouldn't have to die, some believe that, to be free, truly free, okay? Some in the religious sectors believe that. We should be able to be free in spirit, in personality, and in character right here, right now. So work towards that, my good people. Join me in working towards becoming your most authentic self. That's all I'm saying. Again, I love you. I care about you. I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm getting older and less afraid of consequences. But there will be consequences. I'm just hoping that they're better than they used to be back in the day. Johnny Hawkins, your man. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube page. My podcast is coming soon. These are just introductions, conversations that are me to you, and you can't really respond back. But when we get into the live conversation with my guest, we're gonna have dialogue. We will have dialogue. You'll be able to chime in through Facebook or YouTube here on this very channel. So consider subscribing to Conversations with Johnny, this YouTube page, and sharing and spreading the word. It's gonna be deep. We're gonna have a good time. But what I guarantee you I'm going to do is make you think. I'm gonna challenge you every step along the way because I love you. I wish you better. I'm your coach, if you will. I'm your inspirer, if you will. I'm here to push you and you to push me so we can all do better. That's it for now. But think on this. Think on authenticity and you being your most authentic self. Think on how far you are from 100%. And think on what you need to be doing step by step, day by day, to become better in being your most authentic self. Again, you owe that to yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't. You understand? That was a pause on purpose again. I want to make sure you understand. I care. Peace for now. I'm out.